Yes.
Are we doing 3, 2, 1? And
We're live. Yep.
we're
Yep.
live,
Yep.
it says.
We're live.
Hello,
Again,
folks.
we're live.
And we may have folks with us, of which with this new thing, I can't tell.
We're flying blind.
Greetings from Maine. There.
And I'm in Langhorne.
We have Langhorne.
Although I've misspelled Langhorne today, so. But I am still in PA, no matter what way you cut it.
Whichever way. I think I got Maine right. Yeah, I put the E on it.
Good. And you have less letters in yours than mine.
A lot less. Yeah, definitely. And hello, folks. Some people signed on. This is we help therapists learn ACT for anxiety and depression, which specifically, we will be quite honest, is one of our courses in the ACT Matrix Academy. So if you click on the green button down below, it takes you to one page, and you click another, and boom, you see 13, count them, 13 courses, APA approved courses that we have. And so this is marketing about that. And we'll also talk a little bit about what we do. But if you want the APA credits, and good training, it's good training. Well, APA wouldn't approve it if it wasn't good training. I mean, they go through all of it. It's a big deal.
They put us through the ringer, folks.
Let me put it this way. Phil and I had to hire help.
We did.
To get it done. And twice.
Yeah.
The first time didn't work. The second person got her done. So and Phil and I failed miserably at it.
We were no good at that.
We did not have the bureaucratic expertise.
It wore us down.
we met the bureaucracy and it won.
But we gave it another crack. We were smart enough to go hire some help. So, and by the way, we're always trying to market this, get the matrix out. So if any of you listening to this say, "Oh, I know just how or where they ought to market their courses," so the ACT matrix, this stuff gets out there into the world, please let us know. Yeah, do share.
In the meantime, ACT for anxiety and depression. It's the first book ever written about ACT, for ACT, was ACT for depression. Okay?
Yeah.
I will tell you right now, and the Steve Hayeses and the stuff of the world know, that's actually not very ACT-like to say, ACT for depression. But you're never going to sell it unless you say something like that. At least you allude to that it's a way of what? Dealing with depression.
Approaching
it or whatever. So, and why do I say it's not it? Well, the whole zeitgeist for many, many years, spirit of the time, for many, many years was, to get rid of anxiety and depression. Get rid of it.
Banish it.
And Steve Hayes comes along. He wasn't the only one, but he's the one who articulated all this and said, that trying to get rid of stuff that's naturally occurring inside of a human ends up putting people into an endless struggle.
Gets you in a bind.
Yeah, puts you in a bind. It's a good way of putting it. And so ixnay on the getting rid of or fixing or curing or whatever that. So that's why it's a little dicey, because when they say acceptance, they really do. We really do mean acceptance. Like, I am noticing that I'm having this depression, and I can
anxiety.
All right, and I can still go on about life.
Yeah,
and the way Phil and I do it, and others obviously, is that, like, well, think of who's important to you. Notice that you're depressed, and now notice what you can do for who's important to you,
and take the depression with you. It's one of the ACT metaphors that you'll hear about. The depression is in your backpack, and you're taking it with you on your valued journey to do for who's important to you. That's it. It's very succinct. Very.
Like that.
Yep. It looks just like that. That's the basic loop. Is I need to do for who's important to me. Yucky stuff, depression, has shown up. Instead of getting sidetracked and thinking, well, how can I get rid of this depression, which goes up to the relief side, you instead like, I'll just have it for right now and go ahead and do something, what in Big Act they would call a valued life direction, the upper right. We don't use that terminology much, but that's what you're doing. It's that simple. So instead of the upper left arrow to relief, you do the upper right. And it's not that you never try to get relief. I'm not saying that, but you don't do so much relief that you neglect who's important to you, your actions and the spirit of who's important to you. You will notice with that, if you're coming in from traditional ACT, we don't talk about values.
Nope.
I mean, I shouldn't say we don't talk about them, but it's not a central focus at all. Why? Because we're old hand clinicians and we know the kind of trouble you can get in talking about values.
There are some deep weeds you can get into when you start talking about values.
Yeah. Now you talk values with the punk teenagers and stuff like that, or people in prison.
Oh yeah.
And there's all kinds of populations that really they don't take well, and they think you're looking down upon them. And just to articulate it to them, it seems like you, this person up on us, a professiontional person,
learned
up there, has values, and you're telling me that I don't have values. And that little dynamic right there. And it doesn't have to be real. It can be only imagined, but it doesn't matter. And you're in the pucker brush, you're in the weeds. And so we learn, but if you get the same population, you say, who's important to you? They go, let me see. Yeah. And they're right in with you.
Out it comes.
Just like that. Just boom. So you've totally removed the risk of somebody being off-put by the word values, and you've made it 99.9999999% chance that they'll just go right along with you. They will engage with you in the conversation, and you're off to the races.
Yep.
We're always looking for that frictionless into the process, especially in the beginning. We don't want any friction. We want it to ease right into the process.
I want to get off to a nice, easy start.
It's like on an airplane takeoff. You want a nice, easy, smooth takeoff. None of that bumpy ride.
Going off. You're going somewhere.
Cool. Yeah, it's cool and all that good stuff. Right. So that's what we're looking for is that. And so we just learned through this, not that we didn't many years ago, we talked about values, but then he and I discussed in our different populations that we were working with these troubles that would arrive. Not 100% of the time. We're not saying that by any stretch, but it was enough of the time that we didn't want to be.
Yeah.
That it wasn't worth it.
To your clients, folks, is the idea here.
Yeah. And since the who's important to you worked with literally everybody
all the time.
It just, And so then we don't have to do that. So, I mean, if a client looked at us and said, we want to talk about values, well, we would talk about values.
Sure.
That would be fine. It's not that we wouldn't talk about them, but we that. So just to belabor that a little bit, well, we get that a lot, because that people, damn, Bill just went away. He went kapoosh. Somebody must have run into his. There's Phil down there.
I'm back.
You're back.
I don't know where I went.
That was quick.
That was just a quick little spin around.
So we teach that. So we teach people how to engage the process. And then if anxiety or depression is listed in their lower left, which we do with the question, sort of, what's your yucky stuff? I mean, fear is a common one. So we start with the example of fear. But if the person says, well, I'm often depressed, well, there you go. Now it's there. Or I'm often anxious, or I'm often anxious and depressed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And, well, there it is. Now it's there. Literally, Phil is showing you how we put it, how we do it. That's it. Now it's there, and the person can see it with their own eyes.
They're looking at their stuff right there.
There it is, right there. Right next door to who's important to me. Wow.
Pretty interesting.
That's it. And there's the word we get a lot is, that's interesting. That's interesting to look at my life that way. That's interesting. And that's what music to Phil and I's ears.
Oh, yeah.
That it's interesting. And so that's how we do it. We tiptoe into it. So therefore we don't start with, how do you feel? We don't start with that. No. We start with who's important to you, which establishes the direction for life. And then later, the behaviors that you can do in the service of who's important to you. That's ACT language. That's how ACT language is about it. And yes, Phil and I were both well-versed in traditional ACT, the old, no matrix.
Nope.
The old
many years.
Traditional ACT. We were well-versed in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then along came the matrix. I sort of made that. And that shortened it. In the story, and it's a true story, it was just that not Phil, what's that other guy? Steve Hayes had said the outcome of ACT is a process. And I went, well, what's the process? That is, I made a diagram of the ACT process, and that's what it is. So. Started, and relatively easy. However, it's in the and depression. Stuff going on inside of me. Language here, and going ahead and doing committed actions.
Yeah.
Missed it. Committed actions
Right.
Right. That's that. And then you're looking for the dependent variable, the thing that changes. And so what you would be listening for as a dependent variable in this is the number of times your client uses the word noticing. No kidding, folks.
That's it.
We are not kidding. You can run it as a research project. You yourself, if you want to, while they're talking, you can do little chicken scratches, and they said noticing, chink. They said noticing again, chink. And then pretty soon it's the fifth one, chunk.
Yeah. Hey, there's something going on here.
So now it was Mark Webster, who's co-author on one of the books, the Matrix books, said the independent variable, in his opinion, was the number of times that the clinician said the word noticing.
Yes.
So it's basically you're saying noticing, and you're waiting for your client to start saying noticing.
Start showing up inside of them.
Showing up inside of them, right. Now you don't do it that explicitly, but that's sort of kind of what's
right. Yeah.
So you're conversationally getting them noticing and using the word noticing.
Yeah.
And it works. It's really wild. That's why we keep trying to get this out.
No.
We're just not whiz-bang marketing experts that know how to get this out to a whole bunch of people.
We know how to show it to people. We're really good at that.
But I mean, the people we have worked with is, oh my God, it just is great.
Yeah.
This is something. It's really so. Now, with that word of mouth, it's helped, but we would like to do more. Of course, the more we can do, the more income we can bring in. We'll just do more marketing, do more, get it out there. So right now how do I describe it? We sell a drip amount, drip. We would like to at least get that to a trickle.
Yeah.
And maybe to a flow. We don't need a gush.
You never know.
But anyway, that's what we're good at, the creating, good at the noticing and all that. But part of it is all the shenanigans of people on the net that are perfectly willing to take your money, market for you, but what happens is they take your money. It doesn't translate into any sales. So.
You're parted from your hard-earned cash is kind of what it is.
With no promises whatsoever.
Yep.
And so anyways, that's what we're up to. We keep up. We were this morning talking. I had the metaphor or the visualization of the Tom Hanks character in Castaway trying to make fire. Phil, who said he had 2 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
Young Frankenstein.
I was feel more like Gene Wilder and Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein.
Creating stuff.
Getting the creature to come to life.
Right. See if we can get it to stir. Yeah.
Either way, we need fire. We need life.
We do. We need like fish, whatever. Just to work, right? We'll do what works.
We will do what works. We definitely.
Well, there's another thing we might want to mention. I think it might be worth mentioning how ACT is different from other approaches, i.e. the FC version versus the mechanistic version. Maybe that might be worth just putting a nod in here.
Nod in. FC, he just said those. That stands for functional contextualism. And mechanism
stands for, well, mechanism. It's the mechanistic model. It's like you look at a human as a car or as a steam engine or as a machine.
With parts that you take out.
Right. So you can take out the malfunctioning depression parts and just replace them. Or if you can't do that, then give them medication that will fix the malfunctioning parts.
Put some chemicals in.
Very mechanistic version of way of looking. Functional contextualism asks the question, is it working? Period. And you say, well, what is it working for? And they say, good question. And Phil and I would answer that as, is your behaviors working for who's important to you? For your relationships with who's important to you? Larger act would say, are your behaviors working for your values? Okay, that's another way of saying the same thing. So you're looking for workability, and your ongoing test is always, is it working for my values, who's important to me? Whereas in mechanism, working is, oh, my depression is less.
There we go.
I got rid of my depression. That's the definition of working. And then it's assumed that you will then do better in life. And whereas
without this nasty stuff.
Right. Well, from the act point of view is like, well, that may or may not be true, but let's run the test.
Let's see.
Are you doing committed actions for your values? That's it. Actually, it's not really saying, is it working? It's just, are you doing committed action for your values? We all know that you can do committed actions and they don't necessarily work, but by gosh, you tried.
You gave it a shot.
You gave it a shot, right? And there's great value in giving it a shot. A hell of a lot of value in giving it a shot.
Yep.
So it's really a stark difference. So when I brought up about Steve Hayes, his different look, he took on that functional contextual look at things. Ends with the question. And that's why you set values up. You set values up, and then you can say, given my values, are my behaviors working for those values? That's it. That's the question. It's called the workability question. And Phil is quite right. But that's across all of ACT, everything. If you do this, you're actually doing it. You're working from a different philosophical viewpoint, and they're both valid. I mean, we're not saying mechanism is not valid.
Yeah, they both work.
Yeah, but functional contextualism is also valid. It's also workable. So do both. Just be aware that you're doing both. Like, so is it okay to do things today and decrease your anxiety? I do them every damn day. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then I go, does that help? Does that help with me taking actions toward my values? And a lot of times I can go, well, yeah.
Absolutely.
The easy peasy example of that is you have a headache. That goes with the yucky stuff. You take some over-the-counter pain medication, Tylenol, aspirin, for the headache, and the headache goes away. Are you now in a better position to do committed actions? I would venture to say yes.
Well, I know I would be.
Yeah. So you did a relief move, a mechanistic move. You did mechanism, and it worked, and now it worked with you do functional contextualistic kind of move. So that's what we mean by they're both valid. It's just that with ACT, you add that point of view, you add that workability point of view, so that now you're continually asking that question. I'm noticing myself doing a relief move. Is it workable? Is it a work?
This is working to get me where I want to go.
Yeah. And let us, absolutely, if you do the research on it, way more than half of human behavior is relief moves. It's about 70%. So in reality, we've been in it so long, we know that the majority of everybody's behaviors are over to the left. We humans are skittish. We
we know how to duck and run with the best of them.
And so, there's a bunch of your behaviors are relief. It's like, accept that. That's okay. That's not a problem. Can it become a problem? Oh, well, yeah. We've all known alcoholics and heroin addicts and hoarders and blah, 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 who have taken relief way too far.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not working. Oh, the hoarder shows are great for that because what have they always trashed? Their relationships.
Yeah.
They're just trashed them. Right.
Yep.
Literally.
Everybody's left them. Everybody's left them.
Yeah. Everybody's left them.
Can't take it. I got it. Can't take it. I got to get out of here.
Yeah. And on these shows, it'll be, is the stuff more important than these people? And you can tell the person's going, they're thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, well, for most people, that wouldn't take a lot of thought. I was like, is this broken, what was it, a broken brick?
Armchair, right? Something like that.
Broken thing more important than your relationship here. That's really tough.
Yeah, really.
And the rest of us are going, oh my God. And of course, the person is standing there knowing that they're no more important than that broken thing. And now you can look at them and say, and how do you feel?
Uh-huh.
And they go, like, crap.
Really?
Wow. And they're out of there, So anyway, so that's a sort of a poignant example of how relief moves can really ultimately trash your or totally interfere with your relationships.
Yep.
So that's sort of a big example. But it happens with alcoholism and heroin, even money addiction. Come on. Believe me, the billionaires of the world are money hoarders.
Yes, they are.
Look at the behaviors, folks. They're just money hoarders. That looks good because they got lots of money and shiny objects and shit, but they're still spending most of their time on money and not on relationships.
Way it goes.
That's the way it goes. Right? I should say, maybe there's a few that manage to do the money and relationships, but for the most part, no. So anyway, there you go. That's it. So the workability question is very important, and probably, well, it's complicated, so they don't put it into the back of the act.
Yeah, you don't get into that until after you've gone through the process here. But
yeah, but eventually,
so you step back and look.
So it's called noticing workability.
Yeah.
So you add that noticing to workability. I hope you're here. Hope you buy a course. Get a course from
please.
And spread the word and say buy their courses.
Yeah.
Because the internet's not free. We all think it's free, but no, it's not free. That's why those people on YouTube videos are always telling you to click subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Right, like and subscribe. Well, I understand, but, they're trying to tell you this isn't free.
Exactly what
this takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and money and stuff to do this stuff. And so we're fellow travelers with those folks, most definitely. So anyways, anxiety, that was anxiety. We'll do some other ones.
We got some other ones coming up.
We got some other ones coming up. We talk about it. But if you have questions, buy the course and send
within
us
the course with comment sections.
Once you buy a course, boom, the
comments, the link to contact us and interact with us.
We're notified. We get comments.
Right. And some of the courses are really pretty dirt cheap. So
yeah.
And you will get CEUs if you need them. We made sure to set that up. So I think we've done it, Phil.
We have.
My gosh, we covered a lot of ground.
Woo!
Sort of amazing. We covered what a lot of people would spend the whole day doing.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's we use abbreviated yet complete version of that.
Yep. All in there.
All there. All there. Okay. Let's go do some work.
Yeah.
Or let's go play. One of the two.
Well, whatever you want.
I'm having fun, Phil. There's bees shopping on my swarm traps.
Oh, nice.
I'm a beekeeper, and this is in where I am in Maine. June and May into the middle of June are swarm season, and so you try and catch them. And when I mean catch them, I mean you put up a swarm box, and they come and move in it. Talk about no work. That's great. They're out there right now shopping.
Nice.
They're called scout bees.
Uh-huh.
I call them shoppers.
Yeah, right. Going from window to window, right?
I want them to go from window shopping to buy-in.
Yeah, right.
So I'm having fun with that.
Walk-in traffic, right?
What's that?
You want the walk-in traffic.
Well, no, I want the move-in traffic.
Well, that's what I mean. Walk into.
I want the whole thing. I want the queen and all right in there, move right on there. It's fun. It's a good thing. The other thing that happens is people call up and there'll be a swarm of bees up in a tree. And of course, if you don't know bees, they go, or you'll see pictures of them like on mailboxes and stuff, out front of a house. There'll be bees all over a mailbox. I would like them to hang on my mailbox. But you go get them. You got to go collect them up and put them in a box. I do that too. Phil knows that. Except now I'm a little bit older, so I have the no more than two rungs up on a ladder rule.
There you go.
It's a good rule.
That's a very workable rule.
Very, very workable rule. That called get relief from that third step.
Yeah, exactly. Don't do that. You can feel it. You get on that third step and you start feeling it, boy. Like, getting up there now.
Try it, folks. If you go one step up on a ladder, no big deal. 2 steps, pretty good. Third one up, whoa. Oh. That's a whole different world up on that.
Around quite a bit, man.
Yeah, it's just like no. 2 steps up. That's my rule. 2 steps up.
That's a good rule.
There was one year I caught several swarms and I didn't have to go more than 2 steps up.
Hey.
It was great. It was great. Last year they were all way up in trees.
Oh, they must have.
I just wave at them.
Yeah, right. You guys have fun up there.
Yeah, have fun. Move it where you want because I'm not coming to get you. No way. It is fun. Sorry, I'm into beekeeping. I love beekeeping.
Well, we know what you're going to be doing.
I may go do that. So anyways,
cool.
Y'all take it easy, and we'll be back next week.
Take care. See ya.
Bye-bye.